trip.
Yeah.
And so we all signed up. But at the last minute, our baby brother couldn't go. He had other things that he had to attend to.
Right,
but
sure.
Carl and I made it.
That is
and it's just the adventure of a lifetime. It truly is.
I'm sorry, my two brothers and I couldn't break away to find a way to make that trip.
You just make the time. It was difficult leaving our work, my practice, coming back and hoping I'd still have a job when I got back. But, and the sacrifices you make to do something, but it's the event of a lifetime, and it was a profound experience.
Right.
The poverty in India is overwhelming, just overwhelming, and there's so many contrasts in India. But getting to the ultimate mission of the trip, and that was the charity event for the schools, and each team was assigned a different school. We had raised enough money, fortunately, and we ended up sponsoring several schools.
Great.
But we had our primary school that we went to, and I brought some photographs of Carl and I at the school.
Let's talk about those. I want to highlight that aspect, Jay. I remember, and of course, you focus on the serving other humans, not as opposed to serving an Indian nation as opposed to Americans. In that aspect, I remember you got a phone call that was disturbing right after you aired with us a couple of months ago. Before the trip.
and the fella said, well, why can't you take care of people here at home?
Right.
Well, we do. I do. I've been involved in so many charities here. Camp Happy Days, the Special Olympics.
Right.
I do so much here at home.
Right.
But, the world has shrunk, and we are much more connected with our neighbors in the world than ever before. We're not isolated anymore. We're all interdependent upon each other.
You're right.
And so the best way for the world to improve is to help your neighbors, not just down the street, not in the next county, not in the next state, but in the next country as well.
Oh yeah, very important.
And so the world improves, our image as Americans improves, humanitarian efforts around the world grows because of this type of thing, because of what people involved in this event have done.
Yeah.
And so we visited. We were assigned. Our primary school was in Karwar, India, which is on the west coast of India, on the Arabian Sea. It's not right on, because it's a very rocky coast. It's kind of like Oregon or Washington.
Right.
But it's right adjacent to the Arabian Sea, and it was the primary school in Karwar, India, and the local sponsors were the Rotary clubs.
Good.
A specific Rotary club, and we made contacts with them early on.
Great.
And the school that we attended early in the morning, as the rally continued, everybody else went through the flag off and continued the race. And along the way, each team, kind of like making a pit stop in a race, everybody had to do it.
Sure.
So it didn't hurt your time.
Good.
And so we went and met with the Rotarians and then went to the school.
Well, we've got about 5 minutes, Jay. Time is flying. So this first photo we've got here.
This first photo is we brought a number of books and materials and supplies they're in short need of. And you can see me handing a stack of books. Now, these are composition notebooks.
Right.
With the lines in them and stuff. They don't even have those to write in. And other supplies and books and pencils and that sort of stuff. And this is me handing to one of the students there a stack of those books, and those children were so happy to get these.
Right.
Now you can see the children in the background. They're all sitting on the floor.
All wearing uniforms.
They're all wearing uniforms. They're beautiful children, clean uniforms. They're all barefoot. They have no desks or chairs to sit in.
Unbelievable.
They have no lights. The only light that comes into these classrooms comes in through the windows. And it's an ancient old building, and they use whatever resources they can get to teach the children.
Unbelievable.
The children live to go to these schools. They're eager to learn, and they just eat this stuff up. And so anything we can do for them, we try to do. And this is going to be an ongoing effort. Since visiting the school, since making the contacts with the local Rotarians, they have given us ways to take some of the money that we have raised and get matching grants from Rotary Foundation, and then matching grants from the local Rotary clubs in Karwar, India.
I love it.
And so that maybe we can get them desks and chairs.
This is a great example of the level of poverty that we haven't seen in the U.S. in a long time. Albeit there have been parts of the U.S. that have had this kind of level of poverty, nothing like it in the recent past. nor would we allow it to happen. So it's great that you all would make those efforts to go over and
makes a
support.
huge difference.
I love it.
We had a truckload of supplies come up early that morning and offload all these materials. The next picture is out in the schoolyard. That's Garl and I, and the children are just mobbing us. They're just so happy to meet us.
Yeah, you're heroes.
Well, we're heroes, yeah. They saw us in the newspaper, on television. Yeah, they wanted me to sign autographs, and they all went to the rickshaw, and everybody started signing the names and writing things all over the rickshaw, and so that was so exciting. You know, that right there, that picture just says it all. It was so rewarding. The children were so happy. And then as we were saying goodbye, I mean, we were just mobbed by a couple hundred kids just waving and cheering.
Shot here,
and
look at them.
It was just so moving to go through this experience and make such an incredible difference over so little.
Yeah.
You know, for us, you know, boxes of notebooks are not a big deal, but for them, that's their education. That's the materials that they have in that school because we brought it to them.
Right.
And so we're going to continue the effort. We're still in touch. We brought some of the money back that we're going to turn into matching grants and send it back over there.
Great.
And we've got other people who have called up since finding out what we have done and said, can I send some money in? I said, yes. So there's still people making donations. And it's just been the most amazing
And if
experience.
a viewer wanted to call and support now, what's the best number to call, or can they go online to support it, or should they just call you directly, Jay?
They can call my office directly. That's Bultz Law Offices at 626-2006.
How about 626-2006?
That'll work too,
Jay.
yes.
Last year was the big year of your phone number.
Yeah, that's it. And they can call in, and we're running the money through my office trust account. And I'm going to be meeting with the local Rotarians here. I've already made contact, and they're going to assist us in sending the money to the Rotary Foundation and then getting it back over to India. And with the matching grants.
That's fantastic. We've got the District Governor, Mary Martin, on the show in the early part of next month.
I have spoken with her, and she's very excited about this, and we plan on getting together in the next few days. And she said, I want to sit down and meet with you and help you with this project.
I love it. What was the most, we've just got a couple of minutes, Jay, what was the most exciting aspect for you? Was it these experiences of being at the school and handing them the composition?
That was the most profound experience, is what these pictures show.
Right.
As far as the rest of it, just coming out alive, I think was pretty exciting.
Yeah, being alive, being back here to tell.
But a lot of places we went to, the various Rotary clubs and schools hosted programs for us, and they would provide entertainment, and the children would come in costume and sing and dance, and it was just amazing. It was it was being in another lifetime, in another world, and it was an incredible experience.
Well, I know, obviously, as you highlighted your service of children in this area and throughout the U.S., it was thanks to you that we were able to spend an entire week at Camp Happy Days 3 summers ago, which really meant a lot. And I know even some of the children who were able to be on the show during that week are no longer with us. And so obviously your commitment to children in this area, those children often with terminal illnesses, whether they come through it or not.
And our support continues for Camp Happy Days, and the support will continue for the children over in Karwar, India.
Right.
You know, you can't individually save the world, but you can make a difference. You can make a difference at home, and you can make a difference around the world, and that's what this is about.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to do what I can here, and I'm trying to do what I can in other places in the world as well. And by the way, one last note.
No, please.
Out of 32 teams from around the world, we came in 4th place.
Oh, come on.
4th place.
Is
Check out the website. We're listed, number 4.
IndianARC.com. How are you all listed? The Bultz brothers?
No, Voodoo Cadillac.
Oh,
My brother came up with that name. It's a song by the Scots,
right?
A Southern rock band, and he came up with that name and said fine. And so all across India we were known as Voodoo Cadillac.
Is that right? Any other catchy names that really stood out of the 32 teams?
Oh, there's Team Tuckin' Crazy, and just all kinds of crazy names.
Did you befriend the other 3 American teams, Jay?
My brother, who's younger than I, ended up befriending the British rugby players who had several teams from the UK.
Sure.
And so they had a number of drinking parties late at night, which was the best way to survive this event. And I ended up befriending some of the Hungarian teams, not just because of Miss World Hungary, but
not just because of Miss World.
But she was in with the Hungarian group, and I made some good friends with the Hungarian teams, and so we made some friends that will last a lifetime, including the Dev from the film crew and Kauser from the mechanic crew who was in charge of the mechanics. We have made lifetime friends, and we've been in touch with them, and I hope we can see each other again.
Well, I knew everything was fine when your office manager, Judy, had emailed me a picture of you with Miss Hungary, World Hungary. I thought Jay is in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, that was
to help kids.
That was one of the pluses.
I bet. Great being with us. Thanks so much for coming in this morning, Jay.
Yeah.
Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Jay Bultz coming up next. Look at that headline. Look at that headline. Zip, zap, and zoom. It just doesn't sell the story. It doesn't sell it for me. C&J and his brother Garl on there. Now that sells the story, but it should be, holy cow, what a humanitarian effort. What a humanitarian effort. It's thinking about experiences of making a difference for all humanity, not just American humanity or not even just Indian humanity. You can still make a difference. You can support humanity in general by picking up the phone, 626-2006, 626-2006. Give Jay a call. Tell him you want to be a part of helping those children. I hope you were here the last 10 minutes. You can see the tremendous picture of Jay and his brother there handing those composition books out. Handing those composition books out. Think of the difference all those kids were able to experience. The opportunity of just getting some composition books. Did you see those photos? If you didn't, go online next week. Take a look at Jay online at carolinapeople.com so you can see the experiences of these children really taking in all of what Jay and his brother and so many of the amazing 70 volunteers over here were there to make a difference in their lives.